Eric Williams, his career high is 19 points. It came against Temple on December the 1st. 17 points and 9 rebounds in the first half alone, his first NCAA tournament action. Here's Downey for Wake Forest. Demon Deacon basketball to start play second half, and intercepted by Gerald Fields, stepping in front, overplaying Williams. Devoured on the inside, James Anthony. 3 Wake Forest players surrounded him.
And that's what happened at the beginning of this basketball game, is East Tennessee State kept going towards the basket, but the big bodies of Wake Forest kept closing on them. Good job there by Wadood again with another steal.
Averaging over 3 per game this season. Smith. And a foul called, 19-16 mark, second half. Moments ago, Darren Horton caught up with Ed DeChellis.
All right, Coach DeChellis, you're down by 7. At one point, you were down by 2. What did you tell the kids at halftime to encourage them?
Well, Darren, I think the first 5 minutes of the second half are going to be extremely important for us. We got to make some shots, and we got to try to keep them off the glass. Obviously, they're a great offensive rebounding team, and I thought we did a decent job, but they got a couple good stickbacks on us.
All right, thank you very much. Ryan, back to you.
Well, Darren, we are in that 5-minute area that DeChellis was talking about. Wadood missing, follows up, blocked inside, but a foul. Danilus was able to get a piece of it right around the rim.
And Wadood staying with the play to finish it off, to go after the offensive rebound. And that was one of the things, Darren, that Coach DeChellis just spoke about a little bit, the 7 offensive rebound differential that Wake Forest had early on in that first half. So he's got to worry about getting those guys off the offensive glass for those putbacks.
Third foul on Vitas Danilus. And Wadood is making a living at the free throw line. He's 67% for the season, but 6 of 7 here this afternoon. Danilus will take a seat. Wadood with 8 points, 5 steals. Levy appears to be okay after that slip late in the first half.
The versatility of Levy, too, bringing a 6'9" guy out on the floor to be able to handle the basketball, to be a point forward.
Gray lines it up. Can't hit the 3. Rebounded by Levy. New shot clock for Wake Forest. Levy directing traffic. He wants it against Wadood.
Wadood, I think, wanted a piece of him defensively also.
On the perimeter, Gray turning on Rhoda. Kick out. Shot clock at 15. Gray fires a pass for Levy, who hits the chippy.
Nice look there by Gray. Levy just waiting his time here with a little deflection and a steal. Goes the other way.
Downey is wide open. Levy didn't see him, and he had it stolen away by Smith. Fires ahead. Rhoda is fouled. He tried to spin it in, and he'll shoot a pair. Once again, going the opposite end of the floor real quick, making things happen. Here's that quick step across. Nice look, and good catch and delivery down low by Levy. Here we go again, once again. The good, strong dribble penetration. Makes something happen with the basketball off the dribble. You get the defensive guys rotating, and most times, more times than not, it doesn't happen. They can't react quick enough. Second foul on the freshman Eric Williams. Rhoda is a 73% shooter. Rhoda plays bigger than he is. You'll see him crash the boards despite the fact that he's 6'4", 195. Understands his role on this team, a scrappy player who goes 1 out of 2 from the line. Downey. Off the shake and bake. Personal foul called as Anthony tried to defend him. And Anthony picks up his first.
Well, there's the body. Pretty easy call. The official is kind of just almost standing right by the camera angle just then. So it's an easy one for them to see. That's where having 3 officials really covers the court well in college basketball. Double team on Williams. Good touch and a chance for 3. There a little bit of footwork takes over, but also the strength up top. Eric's mom, Deborah, watching from the stands. Watch as he goes this way here. He's going to get hit, but then strong enough also to hang on to that basketball with the one hand and finish off the play. Third foul on Gerald Fields, and it's a new career high for Eric Williams. 20 points, and we still have 17:40 left
Second half. This is the largest lead of the day for Wake. Double digits, 10. Fields in a crowd. Here's Wadood. Doesn't get the roll, but he is headed to the free throw line.
Well, Wadood and Fields have to continue to keep going towards the basket. And Skip Prosser not happy with the call.
And that's number 3 on Williams. Ed DeChellis' team remaining aggressive. They don't give off the appearance that they fear this Wake Forest team, especially when they got through the first 4 to 6 minute period of that first half. Wadood at the line, and he continues to hit his free throws. Wadood added about 15 pounds over the summer. Now listed at 220 pounds. He's 6'5".
I think Skip Prosser was worried or concerned about who was that foul on just then. They gave it to Williams, but I think there was a lot of traffic. I think he thought somebody else should have been tagged with that foul.
10 points for Wadood. And a foul call. Howard trying to catch it way outside. Fields a little too over-aggressive, and that's the 4th foul on Fields.
There's the traffic. I think it comes from behind, doesn't it? That's what Skip Prosser was up talking about. Levy looked like he had the swiping hand. Usually one when you make a big windmill swing at the basketball, it's usually the one that causes the officials and their attention to go to that player.
Now Skip was always concerned about Williams and the fact that he is foul prone. He gets into foul trouble in most of the games that he's played in this season.
More so today, too. He wants him on the floor the way he's been going out there.
They'll reset it with Downey.
Williams had some size advantage on Tim Smith at the back of that defensive zone.
Howard off the curl. The pass off the fingertips of Williams. Out of bounds. And East Tennessee State gets it back, trailing by 8. Just under 17 minutes to go, second half. 14th Demon Deacon turnover. Well, the lack of experience during the regular season did not hold this Wake Forest team back. But this is the biggest game that most of these players have ever been a part of for Wake Forest, other than Josh Howard and Teron Downey. Levy played a little bit last year in the NCAA Tournament. Smith.
Not a good shot, even by his standards.
Here's Downey. Anthony gets a piece of it. Whoa. And Howard throws it hard off of Anthony, out of bounds, so Wake Forest will retain it.
Anthony made actually a pretty good play to get back in here and get a deflection. And generally you see these guys when they throw it out of bounds, they go high, and that time Howard just flipped it at his head, and fortunately for Anthony got a hand up there to block it.
39-31. It's Gray to Levy for the alley-oop.
Well timed and well delivered. Little back cut along the baseline.
Anthony's pass ill-advised, but it's controlled by Wadood. Bouncing off defenders. Off of Wadood, out of bounds. And Wake Forest trying to pump themselves up in the early moments, second half.
You see along the baseline cut. Here it comes upstairs in the delivery. Right on the money. Just a quick catch and put down.
41-31. Wake Forest with a lead.
A little 1-2-2 trap action.
Ryan Lawson is coming to the game. Floater. Won't go. Knuckles fighting for it. And he's got it. Here's Lawson to the rim, and he banks it in.
How about the quick decision there by Lawson, too? Going very quickly along the left side. Downey was the only guy back, but he had a terrific angle. And let's see what happens here at the backcourt.
Rhoda hitting the deck, trying to get to the basketball, and it's a Wake Forest turnover. Buccaneers aren't going away. It's 41-33, Deacons. 41-33, Wake Forest with the lead. Ed DeChellis, the head coach of the Buccaneers. He has rebuilt this once proud program. 20-10 this season, 11-5 in the Southern Conference, and back in the NCAA Tournament for the first time since 1992. Smith for the Buccaneers. Anthony now out front. They'll get Lawson involved with a bounce for Knuckles. Spinning, Knuckles the leaner, back of the iron, rebounded by Wadood. And the muscle inside for Zaki Wadood.
I think the key thing there, too, is the way they got the ball to Knuckles down low, and he was able to somehow get a shot up there that was a retrievable shot and reboundable shot.
Inside, Williams using his big frame. Tip in Levy. No. Wadood loses the ball to Levy. Down on the deck. And last touch.
Well, I think they got it the wrong way. Wadood's going to end up with that basketball. Levy had the basketball down low for a moment, and it slipped out of his hands. Last the touch, it'll go the other way.
12 points, 11 rebounds, 5 steals for Zakeem Wadood. Smith splits defenders and draws the foul. So Smith is not getting his outside shots to fall, but he'll still create off the dribble. And if it's Eric Williams, it's his 4th, and it is.
A smart play just then by Tim Smith also, Ian. It's one of those types of plays where there's not really a big opening, as you see the 4th foul there with Williams departing, but just enough room, and he challenges the big guy, throws his body at him, and next thing you know, they lose their most potent player in the afternoon.
A career-high 20 points so far for Eric Williams, 9 rebounds as well. Cut to the rim. Smith, a whirling dervish inside.
And a beautiful delivery by Wadood on the backdoor cut.
8 points for Smith. Inching closer. East Tennessee State, it's 41-37 Wake.
Each time they inch closer and closer, their body language as a group, they start getting that bounce that you like to see on a team.
Downey swings it. Gray a 3. No. Tracked down by Levy. Able to save for Downey. He'll fire and hits the tray.
The rebounding strength of Wake Forest may take its toll eventually on East Tennessee State, but that's one thing they have to stop is those second opportunity shots.
Best in the nation in rebounding this season. They average over 10 boards per game more than their opponent at 41.7. Here's Knuckles. And a foul call.
Well, Wake has out-rebounded all of their opponents but 2, actually. Maryland and Virginia this year were the only 2 teams to out-rebound this basketball team.
Live telecasts of NCAA men's tournament games are available right now online and on demand over the internet. To find out more, go to ncaasports.com. Levy picks up his first foul, and Knuckles, a 67% shooter, at the line. He's the only player on this Buccaneers team that is actually bigger than 6'7". And we talked to Ed DeChellis about that, about the rebounding problems that he may have. And he said, hey, we've been playing small all year. We've been undersized throughout the season. It's nothing new to them.
Yeah, he was concerned. I don't know if he was worried just going after the basketball. He knew that they would get the effort from his kids. And clearly, I tell you, they have as a group right now, they have a nice little body language going on. They're really responding well at the defensive end.
Levy almost lost it. Downey's got it for Gray. Puts it on the floor. Gray, high off the bench. Followed up by Levy.
Levy's got to get back, though. He can't look there for the cameras. He almost got caught napping with a fast break going the other way.
Smith, right down the lane. Tim Smith, so quick to the rim.
And you know what? Levy, one end, finishes it off down the offensive end. Defensively, though, he got slow getting back, and it allowed Tim Smith just then to get a good angle.
And you're celebrating in a 5-point game right now.
Not the time to be doing that.
Howard, he's struggling. Rebounded by Knuckles.
Here comes Smith. He keeps the pressure on with the ball.
Pushing tempo. Wadood, the leaner.
All of a sudden, there's a lot of East Tennessee State fans in this building, huh? They love the underdog.
Funny how that works. The 15 seed has gotten to within 3, and they're asking the crowd to get into it. A 12-5 run for the Buccaneers. Wake Forest leads it 46-43. Timeout.
Wake Forest holding on to a 3-point lead, but watch over here on the fast break. You'll see Wadood coming down the floor. Give me the ball, give me the ball. Now all of a sudden, you're not giving it to me. Guess what? You better be ready to play because Tim Smith delivers the goods and Wadood delivers the basketball to the hoop. Interesting, though, you can't give up.
Question mark for Wake Forest. Josh Howard, one of the best players in the nation, having his problems. Only 1 field goal attempt. Here in the second half, he has been held in check after early foul trouble.
Look at this strong double team after the break. Great defensive decision just then.
Good save by LaCour to recover. Extra feed. Danilou travels.
We're right on. Nice call. A lot of traffic in there to see that little shuffle going on.
Wake Forest with a 3-point lead over East Tennessee State, the 16th Demon Deacon turnover. Anthony for the tie. Knocks it down.
I think we're beyond the point where East Tennessee State is struggling to find out whether they can compete with Wake Forest. Wake Forest better understand that they have a team that's very confident right now on their hands.
15-5 run by the Buccaneers.
Yeah, the long-range shooting. Little high screen here. The defender tucks behind. If you're not going to come out and aggressively challenge, guess what? You're going to pay on that one. Nice long-range shot to knock things up at 46.
James Anthony coming home. He was the 2001 Tampa Tribune High School Player of the Year from Brandon, Florida. And a big three to knock this one up at 46. Gray on a kick out. Downey's three. He connects.
Good work there by Gray and Downey. You have to be on a tightrope almost. When the string collapses, step into the shot.
Knuckles is fouled. Levy defensively.
See, one of the things, each time Wake Forest goes down the floor and scores, there's a little bit of a tendency to say, okay, we got a bucket, let's relax a tiny bit as we're coming down the floor between the stripes and the foul lines. But Skip Ross's team is understanding now that with Tim Smith on the floor, you can't relax getting back. You better get back in a hurry and be ready to defend.
Second foul on Levy as Knuckles gets a good bounce. Brad Knuckles, the freshman. 2 out of 2. 49-48. Number 2 seed in the East, Wake Forest, in a dogfight. Williams picked up his 4th foul for Wake Forest. East Tennessee State has outscored the Demon Deacons 13-8. And they are within 1 as Josh Howard comes back in after a short rest. He is 3 of 8 from the field, 6 points, the ACC Player of the Year.
Back into the zone and keep an eye out. East Tennessee State has thrown a blitz to the wings every so often for a trap.
49-48, Wake Forest with the lead. Howard will put it on the floor. Heavy defensive pressure and a foul is called.
That's a good call, though. What, dude? A touch late getting to the spot. Almost looked as if he hit Howard across the hand.
Well, there is precedent for 15 seeds knocking off 2 seeds. It happened back in '91 with Richmond over Syracuse, Santa Clara '93, Coppin State, great story in '97, and Hampton over Iowa State back in 2001. Howard at the free throw line, 82% on the season. He's got 7 points. You see the season average of 20 per game. Wake Forest 51. East Tennessee State 48. We approach 11 minutes to go here in the second half. The Buccaneers have not been intimidated by the ACC regular season champions. It's knocked out of bounds. And East Tennessee State will retain it.
Good hands just then defensively, too, as the trip goes through the lane. But one of the things at East Tennessee State that has impressed me is the fact that they never stop going towards the basket. A little throw in by Lawson, just then a trick play.
And a tie-up. Lawson tried to get sneaky there, bouncing it off a Wake Forest defender, and the possession arrow in the direction of East Tennessee State.
A little chit-chat after the play between Lawson and Howard.
51-48. Knuckles, contact, fadeaway, rimming out. Back out to Knuckles. He had it knocked away. Howard and Anthony looking for it. And the foul called on Anthony trying to get the basketball. It's number 3 on the East Tennessee State shooting guard.
It'll be interesting to see how Josh Howard comes out of this little bit of a funk that he's in the second half here, to see if he can get some touches, make something happen. But normally speaking, when you have a situation like that where you're pressing, you want to make good decisions. Let's see what kind of decisions he makes.
Team foul number 6 on the Buccaneers. Danilus can't finish it. Overshot the rim. Levy came back down with it. Perfect. It's good. And a chance for 3.
The #1 team in the nation when it comes to rebounding just did a pretty good job of it just then on the offensive glass. Everybody participating for Skip Frost's squad. Watch the action. Good look right there by Howard, too, to start this all off. Danilus with the miss. But watch them go to work. Watch them try to position. You'll see the white jerseys hanging around.
Second foul on Knuckles, and Levy can't complete it at the line. A 61% shooter. 53-48. Wake Forest. Smith has the opening. Trying to find Wadud, and they turn it over. Howard floats it ahead for Gray. Oh, the foul. Razzle-dazzle, and it's tipped in by Howard.
Howard's being active on the offensive glass, really making things happen. But how about the fancy move for the basket behind the back to get a soft shot up there? Look at Smith handle the ball. Just too much dribbling right now, though.
And it comes off of Gray, out of bounds.
You know, watch the defender tries to get the basketball on the right side. You get a shift, a little swing to the basket. Oh, beautiful drive by Gray just then. Just couldn't complete it, but Howard did.
Justin Gray, a teammate of Carmelo Anthony from Syracuse at Oak Hill Academy. And you get the sense that Wake is turning up a notch. Smith loses it. Almost had a clean steal before it went out of bounds.
There was Downey down the other end also with the strip going the other way, and Smith never quits on a play. A good example of it just then as he clicked the ball out of bounds.
Timeout. We are past the midway point. Second half. Wake Forest now in front by 7.